Brace yourselves, because what you're about to hear might just be the realest, rawest, and most unexpected confession in hip-hop history. Forget what you thought you knew about Remy Ma and Papoose. Forget the love story. Forget the loyalty. Because 50 Cent just grabbed the mic and turned the whole narrative upside down. In a shocking new interview, 50 didn't hint. He didn't tease. He straight up said it. Yeah, me and Remy had a little something back in '06, and yeah, that's why Papoose has been mad ever since. Wait, what? Yep. According to Curtis Jackson himself, while the world was watching Remy's rise to rap royalty, he and Remy Ma were allegedly meeting in secret, linking up in hotel suites and recording music that never made it out the booth. And when she suddenly ghosted him, he says Papoose was the reason. Now 50 claims he kept quiet for nearly 2 decades. But with Remy and Pap's relationship cracking in public, he's done holding back. And if you thought the cheating rumors were bad, this right here might be the final nail in the marriage. So let's go all the way back, 2006. The era of mixtapes, G-Unit tank tops, flip phones, and beefs so loud they made headlines without hashtags. At that time, Remy Ma was climbing the charts, building a name in the rap game not just as a lyricist, but as one of the few women who could go bar for bar with anyone. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was running the industry. The G-Unit empire was printing money. Albums, movies, vitamin water deals, diss tracks dropping every other Tuesday. But what no one knew is that behind the flashing lights and billboard plaques, Remy and 50 were allegedly sharing more than just label spaces and studio time. And now, nearly 20 years later, 50 Cent is breaking the silence, with a grin on his face and receipts in his pocket. In a new clip circulating like wildfire, 50 was asked a simple question. Why don't you and Papoose mess with each other? His answer? He never liked me, and I get it. I was there first. Boom. Internet destroyed, blogs activated, gossip spilled, vibe locked in. According to 50, he and Remy had a short, unspoken, but very real connection in late 2005 through mid-2006. A period when Remy was working on her debut album and floating between Terror Squad commitments and solo ambitions. Multiple unnamed sources, including a former G-Unit assistant and a DJ who claims to have seen things, say Remy was often spotted entering 50's private studio after midnight and leaving hours later looking like she just recorded the truth. And a few sins. One source claimed, they never posted, never held hands, but you could feel the energy. Remy wasn't just pulling up for verses, she was pulling up for Curtis. And then came the hotel rumor. A well-known Manhattan concierge told us anonymously. Remy Ma used to check into the W Hotel under a fake name. Mr. Jackson already had the suite. Same floor, same room, like clockwork. Now let's pause right here. We're not saying this was a full-on romance. We're not saying there were flowers and promises. But what we are saying is, this wasn't just music. This was personal. And apparently, Papoose knew. Back in the early 2000s, Remy and Papoose were in the talking stage. Some public appearances together, some flirtatious interviews, but nothing official. But sources close to Pap say he had his eye on her. He wanted to lock it in, but he also knew about the elephant in the room. And that elephant wore a bulletproof vest and sold 10 million records. That's where the tension allegedly began. See, Pap has always kept it classy. You never really saw him beefing with folks or throwing shots. But when it came to 50, there was always a strange silence. He never spoke on him, never praised him, never even acknowledged him publicly. Even when 50 was dominating every chart and every conversation. Now we know why. In that same clip, 50 didn't stop at just the dating claim. He also threw this in. People don't like to admit they came second, especially not to me. The level of audacity is criminal. And the fans? They ate it up. Reddit threads started flying. People pulled old photos of Remy and 50 backstage. TikTokers began dissecting interviews from that era, especially the ones where Remy was asked about relationship rumors and would smirk, sip her drink, and say, I don't kiss and tell. I knock and bounce. Now this revelation hits different because of where Remy and Papoose are today. Or rather, where they aren't. Their marriage has already been on the rocks, publicly. Between the Clarissa Shields rumors, the D-Key scandal, and Papoose's recent cryptic posts, the world has been watching their relationship unravel in real time. And just when things were calming down, 50 Cent walks in like, "Oh, by the way, I dated her before y'all even had matching tattoos." The timing is wild, the shade is intentional, and the internet knows it. But here's the wildest part. A former G-Unit producer, speaking under the alias Tape Decany, claims he still has an unreleased track recorded by Remy and 50 in early 2006. A song so personal, the label refused to release it. He said, "It wasn't a diss, it wasn't a love song, it was like confessions layered over a beat, real talk. I remember listening to it like, are they together?" And when asked why it never dropped, Papoose came around. According to Tony, once Pap became more involved with Remy's business, especially when she got into legal trouble, everything between her and 50 just stopped. She never addressed it. 50 never spoke on it. Until now. And with Remy's public image already spinning from recent drama, this confession feels less like gossip and more like a strategic hit. But why now? Why would 50 Cent hold on to this story for nearly 2 decades only to drop it in the middle of a collapsing marriage? Let's pick up exactly where we left off, with 50 Cent sitting there, smiling like a man who finally cashed in on 18 years of silence, casually dropping a confession that set the entire culture on fire. Because once those words hit the air, I was there before him. It was like a detonation. Within minutes, clips of the interview were all over Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and anywhere else people go to watch drama unfold in HD. Hashtags began trending within the hour. Remy 50 Cent, before Papoose 2006 Truth Bomb. And the reactions? Unhinged. One fan tweeted, "So you telling me Papoose wrote all those jail letters while Remy was sneaking into G-Unit studios?" Another said, "This why 50 never threw shade at Remy. He knew too much." The comments weren't just wild, they were surgical. Fans were pulling receipts, cross-referencing old appearances, and combing through ancient interview archives like unpaid FBI interns. Some even dug up an old episode of 106 & Park where 50 and Remy appeared within days of each other. Remy was asked if she was seeing anyone, and she laughed, saying, "Some things ain't for the cameras. Let's just say I stay busy." And now, that line has a whole new meaning. Let's talk Papoose. For a second. Because when this bombshell dropped, the world turned its eyes straight to him. And what did he do? Nothing. No tweet, no Instagram story, no cryptic quote about loyalty or karma. Just silence. But for those who've been watching Pap over the years, that silence speaks volumes. He's always been calculated, never the loudest, in the room. And when he does move, it's with purpose. An insider close to Papoose's team told Gossip Spill Vibe, "He's not surprised. He's known for years. That's part of why things have been tense behind the scenes." Tense? Try toxic. Because this whole love triangle before the love story theory isn't just messy, it rewrites the entire foundation of Remy and Papooses. Relationship. We're talking about a man who literally married her while she was behind bars, held her down through a 7-year bid, raised her child, and helped revive her career when most people had written her off. But now fans are asking, did he always feel like second choice? Let's not forget, when Remy came home from prison in 2014, one of the first major collaborations she teased was a joint project with Papoose. But fans noticed she was still occasionally spotted around old G-Unit producers. People brushed it off at the time. Now, everyone's looking twice. And here's where things get even messier, because remember that rumored unreleased track? Well, guess what? It's real. Late last night, an anonymous SoundCloud account uploaded a 90-second snippet titled, "The Booth Ain't Safe." It features a female voice that sounds suspiciously like Remy, rapping over a vintage G-Unit style beat. Late nights, fast flights, secrets in the booth, one call, no names, but you know the truth. Then a male voice jumps in with, "I ain't gotta claim it, I was just there first. You held the crown later, I helped her rehearse." Yep, that's the energy. Now, while no official sources have confirmed the song's authenticity, fans are convinced it's real, and that it was recorded during those late-night 2006 sessions everyone's now whispering about. Even DJ Envy couldn't resist. On The Breakfast Club, he said, "This could be one of the wildest throwback scandals hip-hop's ever seen. And 50 just poured gasoline on an already burning marriage. Let's pause for a second and look at the bigger picture here, because this ain't just about Remy Ma's past. It's about 50 Cent's master-level timing. Why wait until now? Why speak on this after nearly 2 decades of silence? Simple. Because right now, Remy and Papoose's relationship is already falling apart in public. The cheating allegations, the livestream breakdowns, the Claressa Shields drama, the Taki leaks. It's a perfect storm. And 50? He knows how to smell. Smoke. This is classic 50 Cent strategy. Wait until the cracks appear. Watch the internet speculate. Drop a casual bombshell like it's no big deal. Let the chaos do the work. And let's be honest, nobody does revenge with precision like Curtis. Jackson. Remember how he handled Rick Ross? Young Buck? Ja Rule? This man doesn't beef. He engineers collapses. And if the rumors are true that Remy once blocked a G-Unit collab with Papoose back in the day, then this little confession, it's more than petty. It's payback. So now fans are split. Some say 50 should have kept it to himself. Others say he exposed the truth. But everyone agrees. This just made the already collapsing empire of Remy and Pap look beyond repair. One blogger said it best. It's not the cheating that hurts, it's the fact that we believed in them. We thought they were different. And now the narrative has flipped entirely. Was Pap the loyal one who got played from the beginning? Was Remy ever truly all in? Or was there always a piece of her tied to 50, even if only in memory? One thing's for sure. This revelation didn't come out of nowhere. It came with precision, and it came with timing. And with fans now calling for interviews, remixes, and even documentaries, the chaos is only growing. The fallout after 50s. Bombshell interview and the leaked snippet of that alleged 2006 track, social media went into full meltdown mode. Remy Ma's fan base, once proud, loud, and loyal, is now deeply divided. Some are screaming, "Let her live!" Others, not so much. One post with nearly 50,000 likes read, "Papoose was never her number one. He was just the man who stayed when the music stopped." Another viral tweet said, "The way 50 sat on this info for 18 years and dropped it now, that's some Game of Thrones villain timing." And honestly, it's not wrong, because this wasn't just petty, it was calculated, surgical, and the pie. Silence from Remy Ma's camp says it all. No press release, no interview, no denial, not even a throwback selfie or emoji caption to distract the fans. Just pure, echoing silence. But guess who finally broke the silence? Papoose. And he didn't do it with a tweet. He did it with a mic. Late Friday night, Papoose dropped a surprise freestyle titled First to Know, a 3-minute lyrical confessional, over a dark piano-heavy beat. Lines like, "You was his before me, I ain't mad you had a past, but don't expect a king to bow, when truth don't match the math. Ain't about who hit first, it's who stayed real. But how I'm the last one to know what the city feel?" Phew. The freestyle didn't mention names, but come on. Everybody knew exactly who and what he was talking about. Within minutes, Dar's Papoose was trending. The video racked up over 1 million views in 6 hours. Even artists like Meek Mill and Tayana. Taylor reposted it with comments like "respect" and "real one." The conversation has shifted before this. Remy Ma was painted as the ride or die woman, who'd survived the system, stayed down, and came home to a man who never left her side. Now, the spotlight is on Papoose, the loyal husband, the father figure, the quiet protector, who may have been loving someone who wasn't all the way in. And 50 Cent? Still laughing. The day after Papoose dropped his freestyle, 50 posted a selfie with the caption, "Io Pap snapped, but y'all know I ain't lying." This man is thriving on the chaos, and people are feeding into it. Industry reactions. Old industry heads are weighing in. Fat Joe, longtime friend of Remy, posted a video saying, "We all got history, but airing it out like this, I don't. Respect that. I stay out of people's homes. That's the code." But notice he didn't deny the relationship either. Funk Flex went live and said, "I knew about this back then. Nobody wanted to talk about it. 50 just got the mic first." So what happens now? Insiders say Remy's team is scrambling behind the scenes. A scheduled podcast appearance was quietly canceled. A planned performance at a women's empowerment event was postponed due to scheduling conflicts. PR translation? They're pulling her out of the spotlight. Because any mic she touches right now, it's not going to be about music, it's going to be about 50 Cent in 2006. And the internet is waiting. People are literally holding Twitter spaces and YouTube live streams titled, "Did Remy Ma ever love Papoose?" 50 Cent, petty or protective, rewriting Remy's legacy, final thoughts. And here's where it hits hardest. This scandal didn't come from TMZ. It didn't leak through a messy assistant or a hacked iCloud. It came directly from 50 himself, on purpose. That means it wasn't an accident. It was an announcement. So now we're left with these burning questions. Was 50 Cent trying to warn Papoose all these years? Did Remy Ma ever tell Pap the truth? Is this the real reason their marriage is crumbling in public? Because if 50 was their first, as he claims, then every anniversary post, every onstage shout-out, every viral Black love moment now comes with a new lens. And the fans? They're eating every second of it. This isn't just gossip anymore. It's a full-blown culture reset. One that reaches into loyalty, perception, ego, and image, and flips the entire script. As it stands right now, Remy Ma is silent. Papoose has spoken, once with fire. 50 Cent is sipping from a throne made of memes and microphone wires. And the rest of us? Just sitting here, waiting to see who talks next. And the question that lingers loudest of all, was it ever real? Or was